So good morning from Albany, Somerset Cavaliers and the NYC Titans on second day of competition. And this is the second day for all the teams. With the news, Cavaliers have been sent in, as you can see on your screen, and we're getting ready for a start. So the news out in the middle, Jaladua from the NYC Titans have won the toss, and he's elected that he will bowl first. So the two openers are out in the middle. One is Chandra Paul Hemraj. And we'll pick up the other batsman. Might be Imran, might be Ali Imran. In fact, we'll confirm that. So Ali Imran, sure. And so Ali Imran and Chandra Paul Hemraj out in the middle. And we'll wait and see who will pick up the attack here for the NYC Titans. So the news out on the middle is that NYC Titans, they've won the toss. And they've asked Cavaliers to bat first. Cavaliers, we talked about Cavaliers winning yesterday. They defeated the Philadelphians, and the NYC Titans in a rain-affected game got the better of the Manhattan Yorkers. So we're just about getting ready to start, and things are on the way here as we await the bowler. So it looks like Parveen Kumar has been given the ball, and so he will bowl off here. Will come into bowl to Chandra Paul Hemraj. And so chilly conditions here in Albany, but the weather promises to be extremely fair for cricket, so no threat of rain. That's the most important thing. And it's a little bit on the chilly side, but I'm pretty sure that the cricketers won't mind. So we're ready for play, and here's Parveen Dull. We'll bowl the first ball. We'll come into bowl to Hemraj. Hemraj into the onside. We talked about the running yesterday between these teams. Cavaliers in particular, they were running very good between the wickets. We saw a good knock from Ali Imran and Chandra Paul Hemraj. So they've come out here. We talked about how good the Cavaliers have been at the minor league series over time. And Ali Imran comes in to strike for the first time. So we've seen one run so far off the bat of Chandra Paul Hemraj, and it's a 1 for no loss so far. Yeah, good delivery here from Parveen Dull. We've seen him yesterday. We've seen quite a few left arm spinner for the NYC Titans. Keshav Raval, also Parveen Dull, and also off spinner Sahir, leg spinner Sahir Bhatia. Yeah, good bowling here so far from Parveen. He's only given up one so far. He's kept it tight. And Ali Imran, very attacking player, but you get the feeling that they played a 14-over game yesterday. Today is full 20. And we're into the first over. Not a good delivery goes through to the captain, Jaladua. So he's beat the outside edge of Ali Imran, and this has been a really good start from Parveen Dull. What the players will have to be mindful of, very windy day again. It looks like on this track, a lofted drive over the offside, and that has gone. It looks like it's gone for 4, but yeah, the umpire signaled 4, but probably take a look at that one, Matt, as we welcome you in the morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, great morning indeed. And a bit of interesting because the umpire signaled 4, but Garanshu Sharma would have signaled 6 on the boundary. So we'll have a look here. And yeah, there you see Garanshu signaling 6, but the umpire would have stuck with his call of 4. And big shouts now from Parveen, and the finger goes up. So the NYC Titans have struck back immediately. Ali Imran has fallen, and Parveen Dul, who has opened the attack, has been struck for a boundary and has come back in some fashion, trapping him at the crease. And the star man of yesterday, Ali Imran, as you can see, is gone. LBW.
I think he was caught. Yeah, I think Ryan Shun came up with a with a very low catch at maybe a third slip position, but regardless whether it's leg before or caught, our wicket has fallen here.
Why would he raise his finger?
It was a big appeal, so
Yeah, I don't know.
whatever.
Has in fact been out. LBW brings Kennar Lewis out to the middle. New addition, well, not a new addition to the Cavaliers as a franchise over the years, but new for this season. We didn't see him play yesterday. And he joins Chandrapal Hemraj, who would have seen Gajanan Singh coming at number 3. But when you've got a player who normally opens batting like Kennar Lewis and is such an attacking player, you've got to get him in perhaps as early as possible.
So Mario Laban has been given the ball. Didn't see him yesterday, but we know that he was always going to be part of the squad. And so he comes in here with a wicket already fallen. And Matt, we saw a good knock from Chandrapal Hemraj yesterday. And so now he along with Kennar Lewis. And you talked about Kennar Lewis, who's been part of this setup for so many years, and we were wondering where is Kennar Lewis this year in 2025. But here he is, but he's watching the action. And Laban, ball steered into the offside, and Hemraj goes up to a couple of runs, but a very eventful first over from Parveen Dul. We were under the impression that the ball may have come off the bat because we saw a diving catch from Ryan Shun. But when you look at the scorecard, it was a judge leg before. And it probably could have gone anyway. It's one of those things that sometimes you appeal for a stump and you're also appealing for a caught behind. And then it becomes which umpire puts him out. And that's how you know the mode of dismissal. So Kennar Lewis, the big imposing figure of Kennar Lewis. And one of the reasons, Matt, I would want to think that Kennar Lewis doesn't show up for Somerset games is because he's so busy playing cricket all across the world. And when he's not playing cricket in the United States, he's playing Masters cricket, he's playing Legend cricket, and he plays a lot of cricket in Jamaica. So the big man is here, Kennar Lewis. He gets off the mark. And the Cavaliers, they're batting a 7, and they've lost the wicket of Ali Imran.
And he just adds to an already formidable batting lineup by the Somerset Cavaliers. We know Gajanan Singh, who batted very well yesterday. We haven't seen Abdullah Saeed as yet for 2025.
Chandrapal Hemraj loves going straight down the ground, but not enough this time. He holds out that long off. And the second wicket for Cavaliers falls, Chandrapal gone.
Well, Mario Laban was a standout for an otherwise uninteresting NYC Titans team last season. Wasn't a great season for them as a team, but Mario Laban really had a standout season, was among the wickets, was the leading wicket taker for the side by some margin, has come in second game of 2025 and has picked up right where he left off. The big wicket of Chandrapal Hemraj, looking to go straight, got nothing on it in the end, and an easy catch. And just like that, the Somerset Cavaliers, who only lost 2 wickets in an entire innings yesterday, have lost 2 in 2 overs.
Yeah, Matt, we talked about the win, and you're hitting perhaps into or across the wind. Gajanan Singh comes to the middle, and so a couple of strikes here from the NYC Titans. One of the things we know with this tournament, Matt, you can't take any team for granted. Everyone has come here to play. They're competitive individuals, and you look at the card, they've picked up a couple of wickets with just 7 runs on the board.
Yeah, and I think this NYC Titans team will certainly be feeling energized, very high on confidence after that win against the Manhattan Yorkers, which, with the Yorkers needing, 7 or 8 in the final over and losing the game in the manner that they did, and with Sahir Bhatia bowling the over that he did for such a young player, the NYC Titans are no doubt coming into this game completely full of energy and ready to take on the world. And here they are against what has been the best team in the East for the last 2 seasons, and they have rocked the Somerset Cavaliers.
So Gajanan Singh, oh man. Gajanan Singh into the offside, can't score, good fielding. And so we're into the second over here. We're not going to use this.
Bowling to Kinnar Lewis. Both batters off the mark in their first ball. One getting some bounce off the surface. No call from the umpire, so it'll be a dot ball.
Yeah, you talked about the confidence that the NYC Titans will certainly bring to the field today. And if they brought 100 units of confidence, Matt, with a couple of wickets here, I'm pretty sure that has gone up by double or even triple. Yeah, Laban and Kinnar Lewis is allowing one to go through. Good start here from the Titans. They've picked up 2. It's 8 for Nola. It's 8 for 2.
Cavaliers dugout, which the Cavaliers dugout will be quite alarmed at what has gone on in the first 2 overs. 8 for 2. Chandrapal Hemraj, Ali Imran back in the shade. There is some sort of relief in the sense that Kinnar Lewis and Gajanan Singh are out in the middle, and they've still got some quality batting to come. Just to echo the confidence and just emphasize what this has been for the New York City Titans, is that they've really had a difficult last couple of seasons. Of course, we remember how impressive the 2021, the inaugural edition Empire State Titans were when they were originally named that. Since then, they haven't made any playoff appearances. It's been a bit of a tough road in the next few years. But this NYC Titans side, they rebranded last season, didn't really have much of a change in fortune. But this year, I just feel something is a lot different for the NYC Titans, from top to bottom, from management to players to just the energy we're seeing out in the field. Something certainly seems different this year for the NYC Titans, and for good. Led, of course, by Lyndon Fraser. We see Santi Santosh, who we mentioned, has segued into coaching. We see a lot of quality on this team that, and not only are there quality on paper, there's a ton of players on this side that are ready to go out and fight for every run and every game. Just that mentality. has been a complete shift from what we've seen from the Titans over the last few seasons.
Yeah, Matt, you're right on that. And there's, of course, Basil Butcher Jr., who's worked with the physical part of things. We've seen a good bowling effort here from Parveen Dull. And he's gotten the ball to really bounce and turn, and already with a wicket in the bag, and he's posing some problems there for Kennard Lewis. You know, Matt, Kennard Lewis, he loves to strike the ball. And look at that, striking the ball he loves to do. And this one he takes over the mid-wicket area, gone for a 6.
Yeah, and Kennard Lewis was only going to be so much deliveries he would just defend or just stroke around. He was going to unleash the big one at some point. We saw a couple of dot balls from Parveen Dull, and there's the big one from Kennard Lewis, and expect to see a few more of those, at the very least attempted by Kennard Lewis.
So Kennard Lewis with 1-6 so far. We've seen good bowling performance here from Parveen, getting a ball to slant across the big Kennard Lewis. Still a very good start for the Titans. They've picked up a couple of wickets. It's 15 on the board, as you can see. Not a big swing and a miss, and an appeal. Not out, says the umpire. And so the third over comes to a close. It's 15 for 2. So Mario Laban will continue. First over went pretty well. Just gave up 3. Picked up the wicket of Chandrapal Hemraj, hitting in the offside. Will come into bowl to another left-hander in the side. We have seen the departure of Chandrapal Hemraj. And Gajanan Singh, you talked about how good Gajanan Singh has been. Matt, if we probably were to go back just about a week ago, we saw Gajanan getting a 77 in the Metropolitan League final. Ball turned into the onside, so he's really been in form. Got 77 last week in a winning cause for the Villagers Cricket Club in the Metropolitan League, and here we saw him getting another half century yesterday, so he's been on the roll.
Yeah, and the Somerset Cavaliers were really convincing yesterday, especially with the bat led, of course, by Gajanan Singh and Ali Imran, who will take no further part in this innings. But in addition to just the ball striking, what really stood out was how good they were between the wickets. There was rarely dot balls, or really rarely overs with multiple dot balls. And it was just a testament to how fluent Gajanan Singh and Ali Imran went about their business, were always finding the gaps. And the Philadelphians' fielding was not necessarily poor. There was not really a lot of misfielding, not really a lot of drop catches. It's just the running, the placement of the ball, just finding gaps all over the field and taking advantage of the 1 and 2 slip-ups that did happen in the field was so impressive.
So Mario Laban, ball turned into the onside. We look at Mario Laban. I remember when he burst onto the scene, it was in the American Premier League. One of the tournaments they had at the Yogi Berra Stadium, yes, a baseball stadium that hosted a cricket tournament. And he burst onto the scene. Everybody was wondering, where did this chap come from? And then from then he's gained a bit of prominence and has been, I think this is his second minor league season. Ball into the onside. Gajanan looking to repeat yesterday, but turned back by Kennard Lewis. But Mario Laban, Matt, and since he has burst onto the scene, we've seen him in some top level tournament, and he's a very good fast bowler, very useful it wouldn't hurt to have him on your team. And he's picked up a wicket already. And every team, I always feel, should have a genuine fast bowler. Mario Laban is for the Titans. Paul, that's a lovely shot from Gajan Singh. And gone for a maximum.
Well, we've already talked so much about yesterday how strong Gajanan Singh is square of the wicket. And Mario Laban testing the surface, using that height. But Gajanan Singh is not going to waste time with that one. Pulls it mercilessly all the way to the boundary for 6. And Gajanan Singh, in good form, has picked up right where he left off yesterday, it seems.
So we've seen 8 in the over so far. Still so much batting to come. A powerful put together Cavaliers team as always. Taking on the pad, big appeal. And they will go through for what could be a leg bye. So the 4th over comes to a close. It's 24 for 2. $24 for 2 at the end of 4. Parveen Dal will continue. 2 overs, 1 for 12. And we've seen a good knock so far from Gajan Singh, Matt. We talked about who are the players playing minor league cricket. Well, there are a few categories, many of which are trying to make a name for themselves. They've got the U.S. national team. You've got Major League now. And then there's also those who want to get back into what I just talked about. And that is the U.S. national team. And, of course, Major League. Gajan Singh falls into that category. And so he's hoping that, well, with some big knocks, he could get another look in. And why not, Matt? He's always been knocking on the selector's door.
Yeah, he's had some big knocks as well at the international level for the USA. Obviously, that century against the West Indies played a big part in that T20 victory against Ireland. Had a big partnership alongside Sushant Madani. Marty Kane was in that game as well. Took the US to a competitive 187, somewhere around there. Gajanan would have gotten a half century.
Yeah,
Parveen Kumar, or Parveen Dole out of Canada.
Yeah, he's really been good, actually, Matt. He's getting the ball to really move away from the right-hander. We saw in one of the overs, there's so much swing and miss from Kenar Lewis. And now he's bowling to Gajan Singh. They tell us the matchup doesn't favor these left-arm spinner when they bowl to left-handers. Ball into the offside. They're going to scamper one. The bowling has really been good here from Parveen Kumar.
Yeah, it has just one from the over. 25 for 2. We've seen extended spells for both Parveen and Mario. Perhaps in the case of Mario Laban, a bit more interesting. Normally, your top line paces would bowl 2 at the start, maybe 2 at the end. But Laban has bowled very well, so maybe sticking with him to try and pick up another wicket.
Yeah, ball guided into the offside.
There was one area I felt yesterday especially was lacking a bit for the NYC Titans. It didn't matter in the end because they were able to win. But I just felt they were maybe lacking another strike bowler in that side yesterday, and I was wondering where Mario Laban was. And here he is today, has fit right into the 11. Straying down the leg side that time will be a wide. We talked yesterday about how deep the batting lineup was for the Titans. I felt the bowling will certainly have to match. It did. It showed up yesterday, particularly Keshav Raval and Sahir Bhatia really came to the party yesterday. And we've seen a good start from Parveen and Mario Laban.
So playing a miss here from Gajanan Singh, and so far we've seen the fall of 2. Yeah, they've lost the wicket of Chandrapal Hemraj and they've lost the wicket of Ali Imran. Jaladua from the NYC Titans winning the toss, electing to bowl first. Saw yesterday the Stallions winning the toss and electing to bat. Such a confidence bunch from the Stallions crew. But other than that, Matt, you get the feeling that, as we have seen recently in T20, everyone wants to chase. Laban has been good in this over so far. We've seen 3. We'll come into bowl to Gajan and Singh. Kenar Lewis is on 9. Oh, pulled and gone a long way from Gajan and Singh. And that's gone for another maximum.
Yeah, and once again, Gajanan preying on the short ball from Mario Laban. Pulled away. Second maximum off the bat of Gajanan Singh, who is really looking in good nick at the moment. And the plan to bring Mario Laban back for a third has not quite gone to plan for the NYC Titans. Has conceded 9, hasn't picked up a wicket. He's still got 1 ball to change that. But in the meantime, Gajanan Singh has launched the ball into the bushes and will take some bit of retrieving.
So we are seeing a fight back here from Gajanan Singh and Kenar Lewis. They've posted 27 so far. And Matt, we talked about a head-on-head clash we saw last year. The Cavaliers got the better of this New York franchise twice in both encounters they met in last year, and you get the feeling that even if you go beyond 2024 and you go 2023, 2022 and 2021, I'm pretty certain that the Cavaliers have gotten the better of the NYC Titans. Maybe except the first year in 2021, in which we talked about the powerful Empire State Titans team. 6 overs gone, it's 34 for 2.
6 overs done, 34 for 2. Kishav Raval comes into the attack. And we mentioned how good Kishav Raval was yesterday. We've got another Kishav right under the media tent. Our cameraman Kishav. He's demonstrating some of his skills as well right in front of us.
Yeah.
Congrats on the 4 for yesterday. Not that Kishav. This Kishav on screen got the 4 for Raval, number 8. Will come into Kinnar Lewis right at the end of the power play.
A big swing and a miss from Kinnar Lewis. And the ball goes through to Jaladua. So good start here from Keshav Raval. Ball punched into the offside, engages the fielder. And Matt, we've seen good bowling yesterday from, you talked about Sahir Bhatia and then of course Keshav Raval. Ball punched into the offside, engages the fielder. So chilly conditions here in Albany, upstate New York. This venue is going to host a serious portion, a serious chunk of the minor league games involving the Eastern teams, along with Mercer County. Other than that, Matt, we've seen a lot of games play across the country. We were told that 49 games they're expecting to be done and dusted by Monday afternoon. Gajanan Singh just deflecting the ball towards a fine leg position. Fielder giving chase valiantly. A couple of good runs from Gajanan Singh. Continues to time the ball well and play all around the park. He goes up to 20.
Very vacant area of the field. Gajanan Singh targeted man, had a long way to run around.
Yeah, we've seen a very good bowling performance from Praveen Dal. And you talked about Keshav Raval coming off a 4 for 20 yesterday. Gajanan Singh into the offside, runs here for him. Fielder comes around, can't get to the ball. And he beats him in the cover boundary, and that's gone away for another boundary.
Yeah, lovely shot from Gajanan Singh, up and over. Keshav Raval has been greeted with a boundary. Lovely cover drive, just out of reach for Sahir Bhatia on the boundary. So 7 of this over. It's been a good one for the Somerset Cavaliers as they look to get themselves back into this game. This partnership of 34 certainly helping things so far.
And that partnership of 34 between Gajanan Singh and Kinnar Lewis. You get the feeling, Matt, that the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers were looking for a little bit of repair job, and so far, one is on. Gajanan Singh pull through the onside, and look at that, finds the gap between Goranshu Sharma and the other fielder, and that's another boundary for Gajanan Singh.
Yeah, this time just a bit too short from Raval. And to Gajanan Singh was always going to be in danger of being put away right between the two fielders for 4. So after 7, it's 45 for 2. 45 for 2 after 7. We saw one standout bowler from yesterday, Raval. We see the other standout bowler of yesterday, Sahir Bhatia, and right away giving Kennar Lewis a great delivery. And the youngster Sahir Bhatia would have recently been part of that USA under-19s that would have done so well in the Americas, and has added a brilliant match-winning performance to his minor league career yesterday.
Yeah, 3 for 1. I'm pretty sure that when the figures of minor league, it's going to be tabulated, Matt, during the course of the next coming days, perhaps. Maybe by next week. We usually get those weekly highlights. I'm pretty sure that Sahir Bhatia will have to have a couple seconds in those highlights. A very good start today. We saw the very first ball he bowled to Kennar Lewis. Kennar Lewis was expecting a traditional leg spin. And the ball came back, so that's the googly to start. It's a brave effort from him to start with a googly to Kennar Lewis. Look at that, not a good delivery. He's only conceded 1 in 4 balls, so this has been a very good start from Sahir Bhatia.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of these USA U19s coming off such an impressive tournament. Seeing them across the minor league circuit now that they're back. And Sahir Bhatia, one of them that has already made a splash this season. And he's bowling to 2 very experienced campaigners, and he's held up really well in his first 5 balls.
Oh, he's gone! So caught behind. Kennar Lewis falls. 47 for 3. Sahir Bhatia strikes.
And what a wicket. Kennar Lewis is gone, and another one for the young Sahir Bhatia, who is at 4 for 2 now, or 4 for 3 in terms of his 2025 minor league season. Has bowled 2 overs, he's picked up 4 wickets, and only conceded 3 runs in 2025. And he's gotten perhaps the biggest one of them all, Kennar Lewis, who is walking back. And what was looking to be a promising partnership has been broken by the youngster Sahir Bhatia.
For 3. It looks like Kevin Christian. Matt walks to the middle. Another debutant
Well,
in this year's minor league.
We've seen Sahir Bhatia come onto the scene in 2025. For those that don't know Kevin Christian, this could be one exciting debutant. We talked highly about Pinak Ghosh on the NYC Titans, who made his debut as well, scored a half century. So I think we've had good luck with the debutants, that we've talked highly about. We saw Pinak Ghosh, we saw Sahir Bhatia have fared pretty well in their minor league careers so far. And Kevin Christian is another one who has been absolutely prolific around the local scene in New York for the last 2 or 3 years now. Well, he's been around for about 3 years, but really last year and this year have been really his best years around. And he finds himself here with the Somerset Cavaliers, keeper batter. So him coming in for Meet Shah, and very excited to see how Kevin Christian fares.
So the off spinner Ravish Kanchi has been given the ball. Matt Ravish Kanchi has been around minor league, and he's been part of the. Told me last year he was invited to major league net sessions. And so he will come in here, Gajanan on 29. Ball punched into the offside. Look at that, and it runs away. Another good-looking shot from Gajanan Singh, and brings up the 50 in the process. He has 51 for 3.
Yeah, it's another great start for Ravish Kanchi, giving Gajanan a fair bit of width, gives himself some room, cuts it away, and he's just making batting seem so easy at the moment as Gajanan Singh. We've seen the Cavaliers batters all around him struggle, and yet Gajanan Singh is carrying on casually at a 143 strike rate, like as if he's batting on a completely different surface, on a completely different ground. That's what he was so good at yesterday, balancing the big shots, immediately following them up with just a knock and run. We saw that work very good in tandem with Ali Imran, and Gajanan Singh continuing to bat on quite nicely here, and Kevin Christian, the debutant, new to minor league, new to the Cavaliers, will face his first ball.
So big moment here for Kevin Christian. You talk about his local prowess. In the New York National League, comes out of the club called West Coast Warriors, and West Coast Warriors, Matt, have really done well, but then certainly led well by Kevin Christian. So he gets ready to face his first ball in minor league cricket, and already off the mark, and tucked into the onside, and so he scored his first run in the 2025 minor league series.
Well, it can breathe some sort of a sigh of relief. He's off the mark and running. And speaking of running, Kevin Christian and Gajanan Singh could be quite interesting to watch between the wickets. Both are very top runners between the sticks.
Oh, look at that. You're just talking about running between the wickets and just dropping the ball and, and taking off. Good understanding. You've got to get there quickly. And so Gajanan Singh running and running well. You talked about how well the running was yesterday, and that's what success sometimes becomes contagious. And we're seeing that second in a row. Here is Kevin Christian on strike. Good delivery here from Ravish Kanchi. Good turn, good bounce.
Yeah, and Gajanan Singh, always someone looking to take the quick singles, looking to come back for 2 and 3, and Kevin Christian is a very fast runner himself, so we'll be quite happy by his presence. Christian has got away with one. It's gone all the way for 6, but it was offering a chance to Garanshu Sharma out on the boundary. So Christian, not looking to waste time, looking to get in on the action in his minor league career, going down the ground, and this one, looking back on it, Garanshu Sharma will feel he should have done better, could have done better, but at the same time was running out of real estate very quickly. Just about got enough on it.
So 9 gone, 60 for 3. Seen a good knock so far from Gajanan Singh. He's up on 35. You can see that on your screen, off 26. And Kevin Christian, he's 7 off 3 balls. So Sahir Bhatia will continue, Matt. Picked up the wicket of Kenar Lewis in the previous over. And we come down to the remaining 66 balls remaining. We're just about approaching the halfway stage. Gajanan Singh taking on the pad, he's gone. So Sahir Bhatia strikes, Gajanan falls, 60 for 4.
Well, what is Sahir Bhatia cooking up this season in 2025? He has been borderline unplayable so far, and he's got another wicket here. He got Kenar Lewis, and he's back again, and he has just removed Gajanan Singh going across the line, taken on the pad, and didn't take the umpire too long. See Gajanan Singh not quite pleased with the decision. Neither is Kevin Christian, shaking his head at the non-striker's end. But Sahir Bhatia has claimed another victim. Gajanan Singh falls. He's 2 for 2 to go along with 3 for 1 yesterday, Sahir Bhatia.
So one thing that they'll take the water break is 60 for 4 in 9.1. So we'll be back shortly with the news. Cavaliers, they're batting at 60 for 4. So we're back with the cricket, 60 for 4. Abdullah Saeed comes to the middle. Ahmad Sahir Bhatia, he's bowling at 2 for 2. Wow, good bowling from Sahir Bhatia. Abdullah comes out looking for shots.
Yeah,
And
Abdullah Saeed coming in perhaps a bit later than we would normally expect him. He's off the mark with a single. And Sahir Bhatia, how great has he been? What a start to minor league cricket 2025 for Sahir Bhatia. The wickets of Kinar Lewis and then the one of Gajanan Singh brings Kevin Christian back on strike, and we saw a 6 earlier from Kevin Christian. We'll see how he carries on business on his debut as well. Taken on the pad is Christian, and when Sahir Bhatia is bowling, the appeals will certainly be loud for the NYC Titans. He's been the magic man. Take another look at this one. Coming forward is Christian. Big shouts.
yeah, he's really bowling well, pitching the ball up nicely. And he's so mysterious that you're beginning to see that the batsmen here are not picking him clearly. And of course, if you're not reading, Matt, then you don't know what shot to apply to the ball. You've got to read it first. Yeah, taking on the pad. So that will complete 10. So 10 gone. Cavaliers haven't been sent in. They're batting at 62 for 4.
So at the halfway stage, 62 for 4, the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. 2 fairly new men out in the middle. Sahir Bhatia has been all over things. As we see Keshav Raval come back into the attack. We saw his first over go for 11. Cut away from Kevin Christian. Partially stopped. Cross for 1 and will only get 1. Not interested in a second is Abdullah Saeed, but we talked about Sahir Bhatia and we talk about spinners a lot in the United States. We've deemed ourselves seemingly a factory of left arm finger spinners, and as great as that is, we don't really have much of a mystery spinner in the United States. Someone that bowls the googlies or has that sort of wrist spin variation that Sahir Bhatia offers. Who will be the next real mystery spinner? Someone that the likes of Rashid Khan or Noor Ahmad, maybe not necessarily to that level, but at least one that can spin webs around some of the top players around the region. So we saw this one cut away from Kevin Christian. It was, oof, now getting another look at it. One that caught on a very awkward bounce.
Yeah, Ajay Prithviraj, I think it is.
And was obscured a bit. We have Garanshu Sharma on the boundary in front of us, was blocking the vision a little bit, but getting the look at that replay, you can see why there was a minor stoppage, making sure Prithviraj was all right. Seems to be back on his feet and ready to go, which is a good sign to see.
So Raval comes back for a second bowling spell. And you talked about the finger spinner being the factory. We've seen so many of them. We've seen a couple of them already. One of which, Keshav Raval. I'm pretty sure we'll later on see Salman Nazar. Not a finger spinner, Matt. If Chandrapal Hemraj gets a bowl, he's another one. So sides are filled with them, and that is because it appears that the left arm's slow orthodox spin seems to be a worthwhile factor in T20 cricket.
We're seeing Keshav Raval right now as well, and that's seemingly the choice when it comes to spin in modern T20 cricket. And you're a firm believer that it's kind of taken away the off-spin game, and it's very rare to see sides carry two wrist spinners in an 11. So the left-arm finger spinners have really become much more popular. Even the part-timers have been getting in a lot more overs in. Teams seem to really like going to the left-arm finger spinners.
Yeah, big play on the miss. 11 over comes to a close. It's 64 for the loss of 4. 64 for 4.
$11 overs down, 64 for 4 for the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Abdullah is on strike. And Sahir Bhatia continues out with a dead ball.
Yeah, Abdullah can score. Sahir Bhatia continues. 2 for 4 so far.
Yeah, brilliant work from Sahir Bhatia. 53 deliveries remaining into his third over. Sahir Bhatia, one of those youngsters that come out of the Queen's United Cricket Academy, one of the top academies around the New York area. I'll assume his brother is Rahi Bhatia. I'd assume they're related somehow. I want to think they're brothers. Also part of that system that has produced so much young talent around the New York area, the tri-state area in general over the years. Sahir Bhatia being the latest of their alumni that have made it to the national level, at the national youth level.
So we come down to 51 balls still to be bowled. We've seen another good over here from Sahir Bhatia. Can't score is Abdullah. Abdullah has been kept quiet. And Christian, we saw into the very few balls that he had faced, has smashed a 6. But other than that, he's been quiet. And that is because Sahir Bhatia has really bowled well. This one driven straight down the ground. They'll pick up one and hands a strike over to Kevin Christian. Matt, when you look at Kevin Christian's aggregate runs at the New York national level or any games he has played in cricket clubs, I've got some big numbers, but we'll talk about that after this over. As Bhatia, and a ball that is well bowled to finish up another tidy over from him. Only 3 off this over, so 12 gone is 67 for 4. $67 for 4. Keshav Raval will finish up. Well, in fact, he has This is his third. A good stop by the fielder there. Looks like Prithviraj. Abdullah remains on 4. Keshav Raval and Sahir Bhatia, along with Parveen Kumar, has really put in some good spin overs. We've seen a solitary over from Ravish Kanchi that went for 13. Other than that, we've seen Mario Laban, 3 overs, no min, 1 for 21. The other bowlers. We talked about Matt. It's not too often you'll see Abdullah this quiet. He's had to wait for some poor bowling, and there have really been few. Into the offside. And Matt, we've seen Ajay has been quite busy at the backward point area. Took a hit on the face, I think it is.
Yeah, and certainly a way for him to come into the side. We didn't see him yesterday. Has been already quite lively in the field. You mentioned would have taken a bump earlier, seemed to be fine. And since then, he's held up well in the field, despite taking that blow.
So up into the offside. Kevin Christian picks up another run. And I told you I have some numbers for you with regards to Kevin Christian. Cricket Clubs is saying that he's played about 118 games. And so far he is, well, from the 118 games, 3,781 runs. 3781. So that's 3,781 for Kevin Christian off 118 games. And then that, of course, will cover all the games that he's played on Cricket Clubs, wherever he has played, in whatever league, as tabulated by Cricket Clubs.
Yeah, and when you think about how league cricket functions around the New York area, 118 games probably doesn't seem like a lot when you consider the fact that a man like Kevin Christian, as busy as he is, probably plays several games in a week.
So we've seen another good over here from Raval. Abdullah swings and misses. The 13th over comes to a close. In fact, wide is the call. Umpires match. You saw them yesterday. Venkat and our good friend Ishan. Ishan at square leg. Venkat where the bowler is. And so we've got 43 balls remaining 70 for 4. Abdullah and not his fluent self today. And again, swing and a miss, and that will complete 12. So 12 gone. In fact, 13 gone is 70 for 4. Vishkanchi has been given the ball. Short spells is always a thing in T20 cricket, no matter where you go, what level you play. Ravesh Kanchi, 1 for 13. Comes back into the attack, will come into ball to Kevin Christian. Oh, pulled into the onside. Fielder comes in. Oh, puts it down. Had a long time to get into position and take the catch. And Kevin Christian let off.
Yeah, never looked settled. Nirmit Shashidhar out on the boundary. Was seemingly having trouble tracking the trajectory. Where was that ball going to die on him? And he came in realizing still not quite there. And eventually puts it down. But this time, the catch has been taken. So Ravish Kanchi, the damage hasn't costed them too much. I mean, it's not Kevin Christian this time, but it is still a big wicket of Abdullah Saeed. So despite the drop catch, the Titans have got a wicket, not Kevin Christian, but they've got the wicket of Abdullah Saeed trying to do a similar thing. Looking to muscle one down the ground, finds the fielder, and Ravish Kanchi gets his first of the day. It's 71 for 5. So Salman Nazar walks to the middle, the Canadian international. Not the tallest of fellas is Salman Nazar, but a top quality all-rounder that can pack a punch. And you've got to feel that Cavaliers batting lineup begins to thin out after Salman Nazar, with the likes of Abdullah Ghazi, Najaf Shah, Rishi Shimpi, and Vraj Tarak Desai, who have not put up the best of numbers with the bat in minor league cricket. So Kevin Christian and Salman Nazar will be looking to put up a good partnership to close out these next 39 balls.
Yeah, ball tucked into the onside. They're gonna take off, but what an effort we've seen from the Titans today, Matt. And we talked about the Cavaliers have always had the better of this New York City Titans team. You look over to last year, and they lost both of their games. The Titans, when you look at the scorecard, they'll be quite happy with the way things have gone. They still got a bat. But we've seen a very good effort. The catching has been good. And their ground feeling, I think, inspired by their win yesterday over the Yorkers, they have come to the park with such renewed purpose that they can take down the Cavaliers. Into the onside. Runs coming by singles. And that will end the 14 overs. So 14 gone. Is 75 for the loss of 5. So let's take a look at what we have seen so far. So Chandra Paul Hemraj for 2, Ali Imran for 4, Kenar Lewis for 11, Gajanan Singh for 35, Abdullah for 5. And so those are your 5 batters out. 75 for 5. Dylan.
Raval, 3 overs for 16, 75 for 5 after 14 overs. We see Keshav Raval will bowl his final over. We see the management staff of the NYC Titans walking there in the background. Lyndon Fraser, Basil Butcher Jr. We talked about how revamped the coaching lineup has been for the NYC Titans as well. I'm sure our friend Santi is in the dugout somewhere as well.
Well, you can't miss Santi. Santi has been walking around opening day with a very bright orange knee pad. And so you can't miss him. I'm wondering if Santi thinks he may get lost in the woods here. So he wanna make sure that he's spotted by somebody.
Well, it's a large area. We've got 4 pitches here at the Glenville cricket complex and the New York Ovals in total. Just 2 of them being used this year for minor league. It's a vast area, lots of trees around. So yeah, I can't really fault Santi.
Christian into the offside. We saw one of his 6 mat was over the head of Garanshu Sharma. It's in the region of Sharma again.
Yeah, looking to take on that boundary. But just going back to the management, Basil Butcher Jr., you mentioned his role as a fitness man or as a fielding coach of sorts for the NYC Titans. And we're a good friend of Basil Butcher Jr., and we know how tough he is when it comes to the fitness aspect of the game.
Yeah, they say, and when he comes to the park, before you see Basil Butcher, you hear Basil Butcher. Yeah, by the way, folks, that's Basil Butcher Jr. His dad played Test cricket for the West Indies. Turn into the onside. Both batters are looking to get those 1s and 2s. As in this case, Salman Azhar, probably not the right shoe today.
Yeah, losing his footing on that occasion.
Yeah, falling on his buttocks.
So Christian on 16, 5 overs to go. Just over 5 overs to go. Can the Cavaliers get something here to really push them to a bit more of a competitive total? They're staring at about run a ball just over 100.
Yeah, ball punched into the offside. We've seen a very good bowling effort here from Keshav Raval. None for 18 in 3.5.
Considering he went for 11 in his first over, he's come back very impressive as Keshav Raval. It's a very spin-oriented lineup for the NYC Titans. We saw Parveen Kumar, we see Raval, we saw Sahir Bhatia, we saw Ravish Kanchi as well.
Yeah, Mario Laban is the only pacer. He's the only man that they want to get a polish off the ball. Oh, that's a good delivery. Well bowled. Keshav Raval finishes up. 4 overs, no made, none for 18. Good stuff from this man.
Yeah, very good work indeed from Raval. 4 overs, none for 18. Another great day for him to add to what we saw yesterday. No wickets this time, but he got 4 yesterday. 77 for 5.
Now I'm looking at something. It's gone 77 for 5. The action continues. Ravish Kanchi will continue 1 for 18 so far. Matt, an observation of the record, as this one has eluded Jaladua, may have gotten up too quick and it will probably trickle away and gone for 4 byes. And so not only beating the batter, but also beating Jaladua, the captain, and went away for 4. But just coming back, I was making an observation that quite a few of the players here comes out of the Thunderbolt squad.
Yeah, the New York Thunderbolts, one of the top teams in the CCL, Commonwealth Cricket League. Good delivery from Ravish Kanchi, who is one of those players on the aforementioned Thunderbolts lineup. The likes of Ryan Shun, part of that side as well.
Gajanan Singh, Mario Laban.
Well, Gajanan Singh finds himself on the opposing side today, but yeah, Gajanan Singh, another player that plies his trade for the New York Thunderbolts.
Now we talked about Salman Azhar, part of the Canadian national team over time. Kevin Christian from West Coast Warriors, so they've come from all over the world. 82 for 5, still 27 balls remaining. Ball worked into the onside by Kevin Christian, always looking for all of his run and also all of the team run. Very alert, every run counts when he plays the game. We've got 26 balls remaining. Into the offside. Can't clear the man that long off. We've seen a very good over so far from Ravish Kanchi. He has only given up 3. The over's gone for 7. We've seen 4 byes of the first ball, but other than that, it's been a tidy one here from Ravish Kanchi. So we've got 3 games today in this complex as the over comes to an end. So 16 gone, 84 for 5. We'll tell you about the other fixtures happening today. But for now, 16 overs gone, 84 for 5. We come down to 24 balls remaining. Parveen Kumar will come back into the attack, 1 for 13 off 3. And will come into ball to Salman Nazar. And Nazar swings up at square leg. The fielding has been good. The catching has been good so far. We haven't seen a drop catch. And their feeling has really been good. Well, we have seen one. Yeah, correct. You've seen one, Matt. That spoiled what would have been a perfect effort for the team out in the middle of the NYC Titans. Cut away. Lovely shot from Kevin Christian. Fielder will come around. Talked about the effort. Look at that. They come back for 2, looking for 3. Kevin Christian. He's such a quick runner.
Yeah, and they had just brought Nirmit Shashidar, who was normally in that area. They had just brought him into the circle, so it was cut away from Kevin Christian with a brilliant bit of work out there in the field. Oh wow, Christian goes down the ground, hammers into the side screen, and there is some of the power we have mentioned of Kevin Christian. Has looked to hit straight on a number of occasions, has challenged Garanshu Sharma a couple of times. That one was getting nowhere near it, firmly hit into the side screen, and Kevin Christian with a maximum that could that take him into second gear. Inside edge, they'll hustle through for 1. Running will be good between these two, especially at the latter stage. Just 20 deliveries remaining. 94 on the board for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, we've seen a very good knock for here from Kevin Christian. Debut performance so far. He's not done yet. And it's running mad, so impressive. Salman Nazar, looking to go behind the keeper. He loses his leg stump. And another wicket falls here for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, well, it's such a tame way to get out, really, for Salman Nazar in a partnership that, as I mentioned, perhaps the last 2 bit of recognized batters out in the middle for the Cavaliers, and just not the way you want to get out. Salman Nazar was looking to try to do a lot in that ball, looking to maybe throw off his countryman Parveen Kumar. But in the Battle of the Canadians, it's the one on the Titans that has won. Parveen Kumar removes Salman Nazar. It's 94 for 6.
Abdullah Ghazi will come to the middle. Couple of Abdullahs, Matt. You talked about another Abdullah to come. Well, here is Abdullah Ghazi. And he joins Kevin Christian with 19 balls remaining. Kevin Christian, you talked about him stepping on the gas. Wouldn't be a bad reason. They're running out of balls, and of course they've lost 6. With the likes of Najaf Shah, Rishi Shimpi, and their side to come. So not too much batting as wicket falls, the batting thins out a little bit, as you made mention. Abdullah Ghazi comes in with 19 balls remaining. Final ball in this over. And Parveen Kumar has picked up 2 so far, 2 for 23. And getting an outside edge. Christian will be on strike when play resumes. And so 17 gone, it's 94 for 6. So 17 overs gone, 94 for 6. We've got 18 balls remaining. Kevin Christian on 26. And you get the feeling, Matt, that Kevin Christian could try to make a push here. We've got 17 balls remaining as Ravish Kanchi comes back into the attack. So we've seen a very good knock from Kevin Christian. And he came in at a time which, at a junction which runs were hard to come by. Chance of a run out, and Kevin Christian makes it home. He's too quick.
Yeah, and a lot will fall on Kevin Christian now in terms of responsibility, in terms of expectation for him to really kick on, find a couple of boundaries in the next 16 balls.
Yeah, and we talked about in the East, which runs are always hard to come by. The average score on the pitches here has been 141, as Kwame Patan Jr. May have sustained a little bit of scrape as he exits the field momentarily as a new man runs on. And Matt, when you look at Kwame Patan Jr., he's another player who likes to throw his body around. So.
Yeah, we saw that just yesterday in that final over. That run out from Kwame Patan, very exceptional fielder. Emmanuel Sicharan comes onto the field for the NYC Titans as the sub fielder. We've got a lot of those have to be declared on the team sheet prior to the game now. We've got cut away, and Kevin Christian will, in fact, Abdullah Ghazi, that is, will find a boundary. And this is another important thing. We've talked about Kevin Christian, how much responsibility will fall on him. There's still a man batting at the other end, and his name is Abdullah Ghazi, and he's gotten off the mark in some style with a boundary. With just 15 balls left, you might as well go from both ends, and Abdullah Ghazi getting some valuable runs for the Somerset Cavaliers.
So they're on the verge of getting to the 3-figure mark. They're playing a miss, and the ball goes through to Jaladua.
Just going back to the sub-fielders, you've got your normal 12th man, which is in this case Sicharan. And then you've got 2 for concussions. Obviously with the rules in place, the concussion subs have got to be about like-for-like replacements. So you've got to have a batting concussion sub in case of a worst-case scenario. And you've got to have a bowling concussion sub, as we see the 100 come up for the Somerset Cavaliers. Brings Kevin Christian back on strike. One that's gaining on him in the air, but will not do anything. So just 100. 100 comes up. 100 for 6 with 2 overs to go. Can the Somerset Cavaliers get a strong ending? 100 for 6 after 18 overs. You feel this is still maybe below par for the Somerset Cavaliers, but there's still 12 balls, and with Kevin Christian out in the middle, we've seen a boundary as well from Ghazi. Things could happen, but on the other hand, you've got Sahir Bhatia coming in for his final over, who has been really difficult to get away. 2 for 7 from 3 overs. And in addition to Sahir Bhatia perhaps being a mystery spinner coming up on the scene, he's bowling in the death overs, it seems. He's been given that role by the NYC Titans to operate the wrist spinner to near the end of the innings. We saw him bowl that final over. Yes, albeit it was a reduced game, so they probably didn't have much of a choice in terms of their bowling options. It was just a 6-over game, just the 1 over. But even today, he's bowling in the 19th over, so clearly some faith being put in the young spinner of Sahir Bhatia.
So Kevin Christian comes into strike. Gonna be interesting. Christian looking for more. Oh, that's a good shot. Has he found the distance he wants? Yes, I think he has. We'll wait and see. The umpires are beginning to probably confirm that, but not too sure. But it has gone for a boundary. The question is, has it gone for 6? Has it gone for 4? No, it looks like it gone upstairs. So a 6 for Kevin Christian, and he goes up to 33.
Yeah, and one of the rare deliveries from Sahir Bhatia that has allowed the batter to play off the back foot. Much better. Pitches it up this time. That's where he wants to be at this stage, the Sahir Bhatia. Christian looking to hit straight again. We know how strong he is. He's hit a couple of maximum straight down the ground. So even pitching it up could be a threat. But with the turn that Sahir Bhatia has been able to produce, still a tough customer.
Yeah, you get the feeling the scenarios are different now. Kevin Christian, when he came in, was still trying to knock it around. They have lost a couple of wickets when he walked in. And you get the feeling, Matt, this is throwing caution to the wind. Nothing to lose here for Kevin Christian.
Yeah, and I think this has been a promising debut from Kevin Christian, who himself is still fairly young. I think it's 33 of 32, may not look like the most fluent of innings, but considering he came at a time where the Cavaliers were losing wickets on debut, I think it's been a solid start from Kevin Christian. And he's still got a chance. 7 deliveries left. He won't be on strike, but he's got a chance in the next over to perhaps hit a couple more. As we see Abdullah Ghazi come on to strike, and I think in essence this is a free hit for Abdullah Ghazi. Want to get Kevin Christian on strike for the final over. Looks to treat it as one, but can't connect, and through it goes. So Sahir Bhatia, the first boundary we've seen conceded from Sahir Bhatia's bowling was that 6 for the season so far. But still very impressive figures for him. 2 for 15 from his 4 overs. The Cavaliers with 1 over left are 108 for 6.
So we come down to the last over, 108 for 6. Kevin Christian will be on strike. And as we were talking or predicting off air, Matt, Mario Laban has been given the ball. And so we haven't seen Mario Laban since the 6th over. And we haven't seen pace since the 6th over. So Mario Laban will come into bowl to Kevin Christian. What do you make of this last over?
Mario Laban has been trusted to deliver in the death in the past for the NYC Titans, so no surprise to see him bowl the final over. It'll be pace on for the first time, really, to Kevin Christian. We didn't see Mario Laban since the 6th over, and since then it's been all spin, so this will be the first time Kevin Christian will be facing up to the pace of Mario Laban. And it's not just a regular pace, it's Mario Laban steaming in. So we'll see how Christian responds to the quicker stuff.
It's a good start here for Mario Laban. A little bit of tuck up for Kevin Christian. He hands a strike over to Abdullah Ghazi. 109 for 6. Where will the Cavaliers finish up? And we talked about the Somerset Cavaliers, Matt. Even before minor league, they've always been a local franchise that have gone several times to many of the Grand Slam tournament in the United States. One really stands out, the US Open. They've won the US Open at least on 2 occasions, might be 3. Play and a miss, good ball here from Mario Laban. So even before the days of minor league cricket, Cavaliers have always been one of the franchise T20 team that has gone around the country playing their T20 brand. Mario Laban with 4 balls remaining will come into bowl to Abdullah Ghazi. Christian on 35, 109. Big swing from Abdullah Ghazi. Fielder settles under it, takes the catch, low down, and Ghazi is gone.
Yeah, Abdullah Ghazi was looking to use the pace of Mario Laban and just heave away into the leg side with 4 balls left. There's only one thing on the agenda, and that is to try and clear the boundary. But picks out Ajay Prithviraj out in the deep, who for a second I thought was a bit unsure. Wasn't quite settled, but kept his eyes on it, stayed composed, came forward, took the catch. We saw one similar to that was put down by Shashida, and Ajay Prithviraj on that occasion doesn't make a mistake. So Ghazi is gone for 6, 109 for 7.
Who's this, Desai or Shimpi? I gotta tell you that the guy that was scoring there, so Rishi Shimpi comes to the middle. Now we've got 3 balls remaining. Good catch from Ajay. Matt, we come down to 3 balls. This has been a good over for Mario Laban, and Kevin Christian is stranded at the other end. Mario Laban runs into bowl to Shimpi and into the offside. They are going to run no matter what. Direct throw from the fielder. But Christian makes it home.
Yeah, direct hit, but Kevin Christian, very fleet-footed. So with 2 balls left, I feel Kevin Christian will be looking to maximize these 2. I'd want him to be on strike for both of these deliveries. Facing up to Mario Laban, 110 on the board for the Somerset Cavaliers. So even if this travels for 2 sixes, they'll still have their bowling work cut out for them. And looking to go unorthodox, and he's gone. So a little tickle on it from Kevin Christian. Through it goes to Jaladua behind the stumps. And Mario Laban has picked up his 3rd wicket and is continuing to bowl a very fine final over here for the NYC Titans. A brave knock, a fighting knock from Kevin Christian, looking to go unorthodox, and yeah, clear edge on the way through, on that angle, on its way through to Jaladua, who makes no mistake. So Kevin Christian, promising knock on debut from him, goes for a runnable 35, and with 110 on the board, the Cavaliers are 8 down with the final ball coming up as Vraj Tarak Desai walks to the middle.
So 110. I tell you what, 110 is not a bad score in the East. We've seen batters finding it hard to really get runs. I would want to think, Matt, buckle up. You're in for a ride. 110 on the board. We've got a final ball. Here is Mario Laban. Will come into bowl to Desai. Last ball of this innings. Big swing and a miss. Jaladua has a throw at the stumps. So look at that. They could come back for 2 byes. Look at that. So that will complete things. 112.
Wide.
Wow. So wide has been signaled by the umpire.
Yeah, not the best bit of backing up there as well on the underarm throw from Jaladua, allowing them to come back for that second. You've always got to be alert, especially on the final ball. You know batters are going to run byes perhaps. So down the pitch goes Desai. This time, Jaladua will just be content with a bye. And so eventually the over comes to a close. A ball later than it should have. And maybe 3 runs more than it should have. So this New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers finish with 114 for 8 of their 20 overs. We mentioned par score on the other pitch being around 140. We saw a similar score being posted yesterday in a reduced contest by the Cavaliers batting first, 138 or so. This time, only able to post 114, so slightly below par, it's fair to say. We saw fighting knock from Kevin Christian. We saw Gajanan Singh was looking good at the start, but some bowling and fielding to be done if the Somerset Cavaliers will look to defend this. The Titans will be quite pleased. 114 for 8 after 20 overs. We'll take a short break and be back with the chase.
So welcome back. 117 could be the target. There was a little bit of 117, and so we are. Well, it's still showing 116. Now I'll tell you why. There was a little bit of rectifying to do because of a ball that went for 6, signal 4. And so we are all ready here. Garanshu Sharma will be on strike. And a big appeal, not out says the umpire. So eventful first start here as a ball into the glove of the keeper. Garanshu Sharma, very expansive looking drive. Not being able to get hold, make contact with the ball. So we are on our way here. 115 is the target. And folks, it could be a little tweak to the runs to get, because earlier on in the earlier part of the innings, a shot that may have gone for 6 was signal 4 by the umpire, but upon review, of which of course Cavaliers made it to the third umpire, they alerted the third umpire, fixed that, and I was told that it was supposed to be fixed at that juncture, but we'll wait and see. And so if that's the case, then it will be 116 more to get. I think they have fixed that. All right, so it's all sorted out. And so the target is 117. 117. We've seen a very good start from Najaf Shah. He's really been part of this Cavaliers, served them well. Has been in leadership position for some time. He's taken them to a championship in 2023. And so here he is, the Jaladua. And the ball going down the leg side. And so this one will have to be rebowled. So a couple of runs on the board. Earlier on, we saw a good knock from Kevin Christian, who got 35, along with Gajalan Singh, also 35. And in the end, we come down to the defense of 117 by the Somerset Cavaliers. And here's Najaf Shah. And again, a play and a miss. And the ball goes through to the wicketkeeper, Kevin Christian. So Cavaliers have not lost to this team in last year's tournament. Every year, teams play each other twice. And so in last year's tournament in 2024, Cavaliers won both times that they've played the Titans. So that will probably count for something as Najaf Shah runs in again to bowl to Jaladua. Jaladua looking to go through the offside. Ball ends up on the onside. Sometimes it doesn't matter how they come. Kenar Lewis runs back. And brings Garanshu Sharma onto strike.
Oh, you're no better than that. You're no better than that. You're no better than that.
So ball defended here by Garanshu Sharma. The first over comes to a close. It's 3 for no loss. So Chandrapal Hemraj had of the Titans. We only saw Mario Laban, the only pacer, and everyone else was slow bowlers. Here is Hemraj. A couple of shots into the offside, and Jaladua picks up another run, so brings Goranshu Sharma back on strike. And so a revised target, and as I made mention of a game in which I think Gajanan Singh may have struck a ball and gone for 6, but the umpire didn't realize and signal 4, so that has been rectified. And we've seen a sharp bit of keeping here from Kevin Christian, but Goranshu Sharma hadn't gone anywhere. And so 113 from 111 balls. You get the feeling that this is almost a run a ball game if the batters can sort that out for the Titans. Seen a good over so far from Hemraj. He's only given up 1 in 4 balls, so the spin of all the bowlers here today has really worked. Najaf Shah probably realizing that, well, I've seen what has worked so far. So into the offside again, Goranshu Sharma remains on 1. So ball into the onside, that will complete. In fact, looking for a second run, it's not there. And so 2 gone is 5 for no loss. So Najaf Shah continues. Goranshu Sharma driving straight down the ground, and he picks up a lovely boundary. So good looking shot from Goranshu Sharma, and timed it well, a little bit uppish, but well away from the bowler Najaf Shah. And Goranshu Sharma picks up his first boundary of this innings. So the Titans have gone up to 9, still 108 runs remaining from 107 balls. Sets up this game pretty nicely if the Titans batters can stick around long. Not a good looking shot or attempted to play here by Goranshu Sharma. Big appeal, but it might have been some inside edge on to the pad. So we saw 35 from Gajanan Singh, 35 for Kevin Christian on debut. Very windy conditions here in Albany. This is the Glenville area. It's called the Oval. Not a good delivery here from Najaf Shah. You look at Najaf Shah, a man who's played at the international level, briefly for Pakistan. Still in this juncture of his career, considered one of the best fast bowler around here. Gets the ball to swing. And you get the feeling that the conditions with the wind here is gonna be quite ideal for Najaf Shah. A very tall man. If you stand next to Najaf Shah, I'm pretty sure he's well over 6 foot for sure. 6 feet. And we'll come into bowl to Garanshu Sharma, who has struck a lovely boundary off the first ball. Went a little bit uppish, but well away from the bowler. Here is Najaf Shah. Oh, that one cuts him in half. And it goes through to Kevin Christian, who's been given the gloves. We have seen in the past Stephen Katwaru kept for this team for several seasons. And then along with Kenar Lewis, who's done the glove work. And so this year it's over to Kevin Christian, who's been given the gloves. And Kevin Christian has had a good debut. Minor league game, got 35, top scored along with Gajanan Singh. Yeah, good delivery. So only the 4 off the over from Najaf Shah. 3 gone, it's 9 for no loss. I left a power cable yesterday, man.
Okay.
It's a black one for the camera. Lovely shot from Jaladua. And gone away for 4 as Chandrapal Hemraj continues. That's a lovely shot into the offside. Punched away nicely off the back foot. Yeah, ball cut away into the offside. Can't score this time. So we come down to 104 runs needed from 100 deliveries. Seen a good start here from the Titans. They've posted 13 for no loss. Couple of comeback deliveries here. Good deliveries here from Chandrapal Hemraj. Still a long way to go for both teams. Over 100 runs to get. Cut away. Lovely shot. Fielder comes around. Salman Nazar quickly onto it. Can't score. So interesting over here from Chandrapal Hemraj. Jaladua looking to play into the offside. And we talked about how Jaladua loves the offside. So many times we see once you bowl middle stump on Jaladua, he makes it convenient for him to play on the off. Cut away into the offside, so that will complete another good over here from Cavaliers. And so 4 gone is 13 for no loss. So the cricket continues. Najaf Shah runs into ball to Garanshu Sharma. Sharma gets a good delivery, can score. And this game comes down to 104 to win from 95 balls. We've seen a couple of good overs from Najaf Shah, 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Off probably the back of the bat. But it falls in no man's land, so Garanshu Sharma survives.
Nó mùa máu mà để học con nên cái
Yeah, ball into the offside. They're gonna scamper through for one. A throw from Salman Nazar, but good running here from Sharma and Dua. Score is 14 for no loss. So 14 for no loss. We're in the 5th over. Najaf Shah has gone for one. So another game in the Glenville Sports Complex. We'll see the Philadelphians. They'll take on New Jersey Stallions. That game at 12:30. So that game should be bowling off at about now. So it looks like the Stallions are batting first across the other pitch. But Najaf Shah runs in to bowl to Jaladua. Jaladua gets a full toss, doesn't do much with it. In fact, doesn't do anything with it. The ball is fielded there by, looks like Ali Imran. So Najaf Shah. Yeah, ball into the offside. We've seen very good bowling here from Somerset Cavaliers, and essentially was one time in which the Titans needed just about run a ball, but you get the feeling that Najaf Shah and Chandrapal Hemraj has bowled a series of dot balls here, so they're beginning to close up that gap. And all of a sudden, it's a lot more runs to get that deliveries remaining. Here is Najaf Shah, final ball in this over. Oh, lovely shot. Lovely shot from Jaladua. And gone away one bounce. One of his favorite shot. That one into the off stump. And a lovely stroke over the offside that's gone away for 4. So the 5th over comes to a close. It's 18 for no loss. So Garanshu Sharma will be on strike. Hemraj, 2 overs, no mean none for 6. Quite economical. Will come in here to bowl to Sharma.
This is the one. 。 . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。
Ini.
เ
Ini.
สร็จแล้ว
So ball into the onside, and the sixth over has begun here. Jaladua, we saw a lovely shot in the last over that went for a one bounce four. And he really likes to go over the offside. Yeah. We'll wait for the signal from the umpire here as a leg by is the call. So 20 for no loss. They need 97 to win from 88 balls. Seen a good start here from the Titans, but they've got a long way to go still. Yeah, Goranshu Sharma making some bit of movement towards the leg stump, trying to open up the offside. But good adjustment from Chandrapal Hemraj. May have seen him doing that and made the quick adjustment. Tidy stuff from Chandrapal Hemraj, who's bowled at the CPL level, so certainly left arm spin bowling not new to his game. Oh, flicked away. A couple of runs here, maybe for Goranshu Sharma. They cross quickly. And so a lovely flick into the onside. Picks up a couple of runs here for Goranshu Sharma. We talked about this game comes down to probably run a ball. And the batters from the Titans will be quite happy to know nothing extravagant is needed. Keep your wickets intact, bat through the game, and you possibly could win at the end of 20 overs. So the 6th over comes to a close. The power play is done and dusted. It's 22 without loss. Abdullah Ghazi has been given the ball. He replaces Najaf Shah. 3 overs, no min, none for 12. We've seen a good bowling spell also from Chandrapal Hemraj. 3 overs, no min, none for 9. And so the seamer Abdullah Ghazi gets a ball. And we'll come into bowl to Jaladua. Both batters out in the middle on 10. It's 22 for none. They need 95 from 84. So a little bit of gap there. Jaladua on strike. And we're just outside of the power play. Here is Abdullah Ghazi. And into the offside. Settle for one. Salman Nazar. He's very quick on the field. 35. 35. So Abdullah Ghazi has been part of the Somerset Cavaliers for season now. Into the offside. Can score is Goranshu Sharma. The score remains at 23 for no loss. A good over so far from Abdullah Ghazi. We've seen a single, we've seen a dot, so hoping that they can defend 6-7 runs on over. Pulled, and that's a lovely shot from Garanshu Sharma. Finds the gap and picked it up well through the onside. That's a lovely shot from Garanshu Sharma. Take a look at this one. Abdullah Ghazi too short, and look at that. In position in a flash. And it goes through the onside. Gone away for a lovely shot from Garanshu Sharma. So score goes up to 27, as you can see, as Sharma goes up to 14. This one driven into the offside. Well stopped by the fielder. It looks like Gajanan Singh, who's had a very good knock when he batted. Take a look at this one as ball hammered that one into the onside. Lovely swivel and pull from Garanshu Sharma. So Abdullah Ghazi has gone for 5 in this over so far. A couple of balls remaining for him. Play and a miss. And ball goes through to Kevin Christian, who's we talked about a debut 35 for him. Batted extremely well, and now he's been given the glove. For Cavaliers, we saw the Cavaliers getting into the minor league final in 2023. It was really a great year for them. They've always had good years. As Abdullah Ghazi, the ball eased into the offside, can't score, so that will complete the 7th over. So 7 gone. It's 27 without loss. Desai has been given the ball, not a left arm spinner. And he takes over from Chandrapal Hemraj. Hemraj 3 overs, no made, none for 9. We'll come into bowl to Jala Dua. Jala Dua's batted well. In fact, both batters have put on 27 for no loss, so still need 90 to win. And starts with a wide is Desai. So ball outside the off stump and signal a wide. So we come down to 89 to win from 78 ball. And again, a couple of wides. So not a good start here from Desai as getting the ball outside the off stump and turning further away. And the umpire deciding that it's an unfair delivery. Driven into the offside. He has again found Salman Nazar. We talked about some of the live wire in this Somerset Cavaliers lineup. Salman Nazar, he's one. He's at point. He's ready to pounce on anything on into the offside. And a lot of times we know in T20 cricket, some of your best fielders are always placed in that position. Point, backward point, square cover. Good position to put some of your best fielder. cross-body looking shot. Not a good look here from Jaladua. Looking to go into the onside. And apart from the couple of wides from Desai, he's really bowled 3-dot balls after that. So good effort from him. Not a good quality delivery here from Vraj Desai. 88 to win from 74. Again, another quality delivery. So Desai has, once he has found his line, has bowled 5-dot balls to Jaladua. And so this over has gone pretty one way. Desai to Jaladua 7 times, if you want to include a couple of wides. So it will end with Jaladua on single of the final ball. So 8 gone is 30 without loss. So Salman Azhar, the other finger spinner, given the ball here. We've seen Keshav Raval from the opposing side bowled well. And now Salman Azhar, he joins Chandrapal Hemraj and of course Vraj Desai. We also saw Parveen Kumar and Keshav Raval from the opposing side. So a lot of left arm finger spin. 5 in total so far in this match. Salman Azhar, he's played international cricket for Canada. He comes in, Jaladua looking for runs, it's not there. So you get the feeling that what was always playing out as a runner ball, but we have seen 87 to win from 71. There's a bit of a gap there. And that is because we've seen several dot balls. Big drive attempted here by Jaladua. Could be by. By is a signal from umpire Venkat. So 31 on the board. They need 86 from 70. They're going at 3.7. They need 7.3. So need to come with grips with the asking rate. And while they've done well to preserve the wicket and they've used up a lot of dot balls so far. In fact, when you look at the dot ball percentage here, it's 37 dot balls so far. So this could be a point of concern here. Still a lot of wickets in hand and plenty batting to come. A chance of a stump. And I think eventually he takes the bail off. And what initially thought was a fumble from Kevin Christian, he had enough time. And in the end, Jaladua walks. It's 32 for 1. We'll take a look at this. So the ball beats him outside the off stump. And initially, Kevin Christian juggled the ball. Jaladua was so far out, even on the second attempt, he couldn't get back. And so the Titans have lost their first wicket. Jaladua gone. And it's 32 for 1. So 32 for 1. Shashidar comes to the middle. And we've seen 1 wicket so far from Salman Azhar, one of the finger spinner. Still 85 to win from 68. We're beginning to see that the run rate is going up slightly. It's now 7.5. They're going at 3.6. So the batting will have to start come up with plans to knock it around a bit more often. As we've seen a new man come out here, Nirmit Shashidar. Of course, the Titans are playing with 2 other players who batted extremely well yesterday. Pinat Ghosh, he's not here today. He got a half century yesterday as Shashidar gets off the mark with a single. And also we saw Naseem Mohammed, a player who's played international cricket for Oman. He's not here too. So you get the feeling that the Titans are missing 2 of their big stars. 9 overs gone is 33 for 1. So Desai continues. Not a good delivery so far. We've seen Vraj Desai. He's only bowled a couple of wides in the last over. Yet to concede a run off the bat. And has picked up, he has not picked up a wicket, but it's really bowled economical. Punched into the offside, and Shashidar picks up another run. Yeah, I've been told also that Desai picked up 3 yesterday. So already a big impression in this 2025 series. Oh, that's a good reverse looking shot from Goranshu Sharma. And we'll wait and see. He's gone for 6. And so the umpire signals 6. And a good switch hit here from Goranshu Sharma, looking to go to the deep area. Well executed shot in the end. Take a look at this one. Look at that. Yeah, turns around and belts this one away towards the offside deep. And that has gone away for 4. So they need 77 from 63. They'll need to close up that gap. As Vraj Desai pick appeal. Now that says umpire Ishan. A very big concerted appeal from everyone, thinking that they had their man, but not so fast. Umpire Ishan says not out. And Desai will come into bowl to Goranshu Sharma. Sharma has been around American cricket for a long time. Good youth player. And has been on the youth circuit for several years. And then when he became a senior, was part of the other years of minor league. Always one of the top batters around. Quality players. Goranshu Sharma as the strike goes over to Shashidar. This has been a good over for the Titans. 8 of the over so far. So it comes to an end. And so after 10 is 41 for 1. End of 10. We're back with the cricket. And as you can see on your scorecard there, Titans, they need 76 from 60 balls. Goranshu Sharma on 22. He's played a good hand. But I'm pretty sure that they have discussed during the course of the break that they need to keep on top with the required rate. 8 runs and over. And they're going just about 5. So Salman Azhar will continue. Ball into the offside. Can't score this time from Goranshu Sharma. So 76 from 59. We come down to the last 10 overs here. We saw yesterday that the Cavaliers won their opening game. A big strike from Goranshu Sharma. And that has gone for a massive 6 in the other ground. And what a shot from Goranshu Sharma. Gone for 6. Yeah, we talked about the Titans will need to get some big scoring opportunities, and this is one from Goranshu Sharma. Timed it well and struck it straight over the side screen. That has gone for a maximum. So lovely shot from Goranshu Sharma. And again looking to go big into the offside. Gone. So Goranshu Sharma, after a massive 6, is out-stumped by Kevin Christian. The umpire says out. And so the Titans have lost their second wicket. Goranshu Sharma gone is 47 for 2. Yeah, this one, another stumping dismissal here for Goranshu Sharma, for Kevin Christian. Let's take another look at this one. Looking to go over the offside again, whether or not he may have lifted that shoe, but in the end, adjudged stumped, and so that's the end of Goranshu Sharma. So 47 for 2. So Kwame Patan Jr. comes to the middle. Couple of wickets via the stumping route, and that is because we've seen some very good spin bowling from Salman Azhar. Azhar has picked up 2 so far, so getting the ball to beat the right-hander. And you get the feeling that the reason why Kwame Patan Jr. comes to the middle here is because we're seeing the finger spinner creating a bit of problems for the right-hander. So Cavaliers, when they batted, they scored 115. Take a look at that, 116 actually. So 116 when Cavaliers batted. A ball in the air, Chandrapal Hemraj trying to push the ball back in. So we'll wait and see. It's gone for 6. So Kwame Patan Jr., he gets off the mark with a massive 6. Just over the reach of Chandrapal Hemraj. Made a big attempt to first of all catch the ball, or maybe to bail the ball back in. But in the end, the 50 comes up in a good fashion here for Kwame Patan Jr. Look at that. Walking down the track, and a little bit of play here from Chandrapal Hemraj. He ran out of space. Oh, that's swept away nicely here from Kwame Patan Jr. That will complete over number 12, 11 actually. And after 11 is 54 for the loss of 2. So Gajanan Singh comes into the attack here. 63 needed from 54. We've seen a big strike from Kwame Patan Jr. in the previous over. And he's very exciting to watch. Always wants to get among the runs, and he wants to get them quickly. Gajanan Singh, the off spinner, comes in here and trying to get the ball to turn away from the left-hander. We talked about Kwame Patan Jr. and Gajanan Singh. They play for the same local team in the tri-state area. And so this game has come down to 62 to win from 53 balls. And Shashidar will be the man on strike. We've seen a good knock in the brief time that he's been out in the middle. Kwame Patan Jr. punched into the offside. Fielder will run around. That's Abdullah. And look at that. They come back for a couple of runs. Always when the ball is played into the deep areas, you've got to challenge the fielder. The throw will come in and it's still a long way to go. 57 for the loss of 2. They need 60 to win. And a good delivery here from Gajanan Singh goes through to the keeper, Kevin Christian. So this game hanging in the balance. Who will win this one? Cavaliers have already put points on the table. Ball punched into the offside. Fielder comes in, restrict the batters to only a single and brings that equation down to 59 to win. Kwame Patan Jr., he's always a very exciting player, wants to get on with the game. Sometimes you've got to see what the wicket does and take it from there, but watch for some exciting play once he gets going. Yeah, look at that, taking on the pad. All I'll say is the umpire, Gajanan Singh. I tell you what, Gajanan Singh has not been the best friends with the umpires all day. Yeah, when he was dismissed, had a few choice words with the umpire. It took a long time for him to exit the field. Again, taking on the pad, Kwame Patan Jr. So 12 gone, it's 58 for 2. Will continue. He has picked up both wickets so far, and they've both been stumpings. So the spinner getting the ball to move away from the right-handers, and then Kevin Christian comes into play. Nirmit Shashidar, young player, given a big opportunity here. They will have to make sure that they can stay on top, 6-7 runs and over. 58 for 2, they need 59 to win. 59 from 47, that's the equation. They're batting at almost half what they need. Those occasional boundaries really do help. When it's asking 6-7 runs and over, we saw a big strike in the last over from Kwame Patan Jr. Tapped away into the onside. They'll have to do a little bit more than just using up a series of dot balls and then get those ones and twos. In particular, Shashidar will have to get going. He's faced 11 balls. He's produced 6 runs so far. And we talked about how many dots we've seen so far. So we've seen 41, 47, 50 dot balls so far. And so whether or not this will come back to haunt them, we'll have to wait and see. So we've seen 50 dot balls in innings so far. And of course, Jaladua and Garanshu Sharma used up quite a few of those. Well, they batted longer. And ball chopped into the offside, and easy single here from Kwame Patan Jr. We talked about the Titans missing 2 of their top batters. We saw yesterday a half century from Pinak Ghosh, but he's not here today. And we also saw a good knock from Mohammad Naseem, and he's not here either. And so we've seen Shashidar given up big opportunities, but he's been struggling here. He's the kind of batter that maybe Cavaliers don't want to get out. And the Titans maybe want him to get going. So into the offside as Hemraj comes around. And so that will complete the 13th over. Single for Shashidar. And so 13 gone. They're batting a 61 for 2. They need 56 to win. 56 to win. So 56 needed from 42. And you get the feeling that this could go down to the wire. Gajanan Singh given another over. First over went for 7. A couple of big appeal from him. And Shashidar, the man on 7 off 13 balls. He will have to get going. As we come down to the last 42 balls, chopped into the offside. Fielder does well. Salman Nazar. He's been so good to penetrate through the offside. And he alone has saved about 8 or 9 runs on the infield. I'll tell you that. Good feeling from a man who's played at the international level. Salman Nazar comes out of Canada. And from time to time, we've seen the Canadians make the trek over to the United States to play in minor league. We saw Saad bin Zafar, who's played for the Cavaliers. We see Aaron Johnson, another Canadian player. He's playing in the West on the minor league circuit. We've seen some other players. And here is Gajanan Singh to Kwame Patan Jr. Swatted into the offside, and they pick up a single. So 54 to win from 39. It's beginning to get down to the business end. Shashidar comes into strike. Oh, good shot into the square leg area. Fielder comes around, can't prevent a couple of runs. A good shot from Shashidar. And one get the feeling that the Titans will be hoping that he can open up, be a little bit more productive with his scoring percentage. Maybe a boundary will do. We haven't seen one from him. He's faced 16 balls for 10. Here is Gajanan Singh. Into the onside. Abdullah Ghazi comes around. And we come down to the 14th over. A ball left. Gajo has gone for 5 in this over. Gajanan Singh has had a good weekend so far. Got a 50 yesterday, got a 35 today. Flicked away by Kwame Patan Jr. Can they challenge Kenar Lewis? Lewis comes in. Made sure that the batters stay for one. So the 14th over comes to a close. 67 for 2. They need 50 to win from 36. 50 to win from 36. Abdullah Ghazi has been thrown the ball. And the Titans, they need 50 to win. And they badly need a win because, well, in fact, both teams here have won already. So this is the second game of the 2025 Minor League Series. And still a couple more games to come for them. Everybody plays again tomorrow. Everybody plays on Monday. So Abdullah Ghazi, 50 runs needed from 36 balls. Asking 8 something per over, and they're going just above 5. Here is Abdullah Ghazi to Kwame Patan Jr. Cut away and beat the man at backward point and run away for 4. So a good looking shot from Kwame Patan Jr. In fact, may not have gone for 4. Yeah, the ground with a little bit of slope, and so it's difficult to see down the slope. And a good looking shot from Kwame Patan Jr. The fielder may have slowed the ball up, got a hand to it. And a couple of runs to Kwame and the Titans. They need 48 to win. Yeah, Kwame Patan looking to go over the keeper's head. Doesn't go too well. Ball goes through to Kevin Christian, and they've used up a ball there. So 48 to win. They gotta keep hunting to get 7 and 8 runs and over, or they've got to get a big over in between something. Top edge into the offside, running up towards the backward point boundary. And whether or not, well, it has gone away for 4. A big attempt from the fielder. It might have been Salman Nazar. He's such a quality fielder along the turf. And he might just have run out of space. But in the end, 4 runs off the batter, Kwame Patan Jr. That equation now comes down to 44 to win from 33. So in with a chance for the second win of the tournament. Here is Abdullah Ghazi. Oh, better shot. Switch hit, gone. And that's a well-executed shot from Kwame Patan Jr. So full of flair. And whether it's a traditional orthodox shot or unorthodox, he gets it. And he gets it away for 4. So this over's gone for 10. Not a good one here for Abdullah Ghazi and Cavaliers. And so this game comes down to 40 to win from 32. 40 to win from 32 balls. With a couple of balls remaining, here is Abdullah Ghazi. And the big appeal. Not out, says umpire Venkat. And Abdullah Ghazi seems to be in disbelief as the ball goes through to Kevin Christian. We will never know. 77 for 2. And so they need 40 from 31. We have seen a very good over here, courtesy of Kwame Patan Jr. 10 runs off this over. We saw a couple of 4s. And Abdullah Ghazi runs in one more time in this over. And flicked away into the onside. Looking for runs here again. Kwame Patan settles for one. And so the 15th over comes to a close. 78 for 2. They need 39 to win. 39 from 30 balls. So the action continues. We come down to the last 30 balls, last 39 runs. And Gajan Singh will continue. Making room into the offside, and Kwame Patan has picked up another run. So I hope that Nirmet Shashidar will pick up the pace here from the Titans. And of course, Gajanan will be hoping that as a Cavalier bowler, he could keep Shashidar in this over. We've seen the exploit of Kwame Patan Jr. We talked about how quick he can score. And he has certainly proved that today. 23 off 16 balls. 2 4s and 1 6 so far from Kwame Patan Jr. But the action shifts to Shashidar. 11 off 17. So far so good. Into the onside. Hands a strike over to Kwame. And now we come down with 4 balls remaining. This has been a good start to the over from Gajan Singh. And it comes down to 37 to win from 28 balls. Still asking about 8 runs and over. And we talked about getting one of those big over. We saw a big over in the previous off the bowling of Abdullah Ghazi. Doesn't matter how they come. Runs here, running away. And look at that, crosses the rope and gone away. And what's the signal from the umpire? I see signal. It came off the bat. And so it may have come off the bat of Kwame Patan Jr. So we'll take a look at that. Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell, but yeah, it came down the track, may have passed the keeper on his way through. And so into the onside. So Kwame Patan picks up another run. And he goes up to 28. He has really batted well, and the game comes down to 32 to win from 26 balls. Now we made mention that Cavaliers have not lost to the Titans last year in 2 games that they have played. And could this be one loss for them against the Titans? Shashidar into the offside. They go through for 1. Kanar Lewis comes around quickly and prevented a chance of a second run. This has been a very good over again. 8 runs in the over, just exactly what they need. Still got a ball remaining. Gajo has gone for 4 singles and a 4. Final ball coming up. Kwame Patan Jr. on strike. Into the offside, and he, as they would say, he jockeys the strike, keeps the strike, holds it for the next over. And so 16 gone, it's 87 for 2. They need 30 to win from 24. To win from 24.
what I think you have to do.
Basil Butcher the physio. Basil Butcher the physio.
It's really not that much from the office. Yeah, that makes sense.
So a bit of treatment there for Kwame Patan Jr. from the physio, Basil Butcher Jr. And so the cricket continues, guided away into the offside, and so we come down to the business end. Vraj Desai given the ball. They need 29 from 23. 29 needed from 23. And it comes down to a very exciting phase of the game. We've seen a good knock from Kwame Patan Jr. Nirmal Shashidar has been there for some time. And he's 13 off 19. Will face up to Vraj Tarak Desai. Oh, into the hands of Abdullah Ghazi. And so Shashidar finally goes 88 for 3. So a wicket falls with 29 to get. With 22 balls remaining, Desai has picked up 1. And look at this, punched into the offside, straight into the hands of Abdullah Ghazi. And another Titans wicket goes down, 88 for 3. Ajay Prithviraj. He comes to the middle, 29 to win from 22. And Vraj Desai has picked up his first wicket, 1 for 12 so far. So he will come into bowl to Prithviraj. Ajay Prithviraj. And so still 29 to win from 22. It'll be a shame if the Titans doesn't pull this off. And Kwame Patan Jr. on 30 so far, but we've seen some stranger thing in T20 cricket. And so we'll wait and see. And Cavaliers hunting their second win of the series so far. Here is Desai. Kwame Patan reaching for a ball way outside the off stump. I wonder why. Allowed it to go by. Probably would have picked up an extra. Desai would have to re-bowl another ball. Oh, big strike from Kwame Patan Jr. and gone for a maximum. So Kwame Patan Jr. carrying the fight here to Cavaliers. And that one was struck well down the ground, hit the side screen. And Kwame Patan now goes up to 36. Yeah, big knock here over the head of Chandrapal Hemraj. And that has gone away for 6. They need 22 to win from 19 balls. And Kwame Patan, so gone. So Kwame Patan follows up a big 6. Looking to go reverse into the offside. And now he's gone. So Raj Desai has picked up another wicket here, leg before. And it's 95 for 4. They need 22 still to win. 22 to win. So Ryan Shun comes to the middle, very critical time. And he joins Prithvi Raj at a time in which the team needs 22 for their second win of this series. Second win in 2 days. And also the Cavaliers, a top level team that has gone to a minor league final already. They're also hunting their second win in 2 days, led by Najaf Shah again. And we'll have to wait and see as Ryan Shun has come to the middle to join Prithvi Raj. And so they need 22 to win. As it looks like Salman Nazar comes into the attack here. They scamper through. No, they did not run. And so Ryan Shun and Prithvi Raj out in the middle. They need 22 from 17 balls. We're going down to the wire here. They've got to get going. Wickets still in hand. 6 wickets in hand. Do they have what it takes to get 22 from 17 balls? Into the onside. And Ryan Shun comes on to strike for the first time. And we were talking about yesterday our hairstyles. And we talked Ryan Shun. We have never seen him with a headgear. Well, he's come out with one now. And I wonder why. He's always played without a headgear. He's another player that we are talking about, the Afro look. And so he comes in here and yeah, it might have been the rain clouds. Doesn't want to get that hair wet. But now it's not about any hairstyle. It's about getting 20 runs from 15 balls. And then probably the hairstyle will come on later. Yeah, if they win this game, then it's all styles. Here is a ball into the offside. And they pick up another single looking for a couple of runs. It's not there as Salman Nazar. And so they need 19 from 14 balls. Still a couple of balls remaining in this over. Ryan Shun guided into the offside. Can't score. Important that ball here. And we come down to 19 to win. How much or how many you leave for the last 2 overs? And the biggest question, how much you leave for the last? But they're going to take them over by over, ball by ball. Here's a final ball from Salman Nazar to Ryan Shun. And Shun very defensive. Look for one. Chance of a run out. He's gone. Direct throw onto the stumps. And another wicket falls there for the Titans. 98 for 5. They still need 19 to win in 2 overs. So good work again from Kevin Christian. We talk about what a debut game he is having. A new man comes to the middle. They still need 19 in 12. Number 29 comes to the middle, and that is Parveen Kumar. We talked about the influx of the Canadians. Parveen Kumar comes out of Canada. So Ryan Shun will be on strike. Looks like Vraj Desai will continue. Desai has picked up a couple of wickets for 19 so far, so he's bowled 3, and so this is his final over. And you get the feeling that Najaf Shah, the tall left-arm pacer, might be bowling the last over. But still 19 to get from 12. The way things have gone and knowing these pitches, you get the feeling that this is still a bit of a challenge here for the Titans. Ryan Shun on strike. We've seen Ryan Shun being quite defensive so far. He's faced 3 balls. He's only scored 1. And waits for the finger spinner Desai. Play and a miss, and so does the keeper. Could come back for a couple of something. Oh, settles for 1. And it may have come off the bat of Ryan Shun. And so single to Ryan Shun. So strike goes over to Parveen Kumar. 99 on the board, but that's not the number that you probably are interested in now. You need to be interested in what is remaining. 18 to win from 11 balls. And those are more important figure at this juncture of the game. Here is Desai. Oh, driven into the onside, running for anything now. And so 17 to win from 10 balls. 17 to win from 10 balls. The question is, how much will you leave for the last over? The 100 comes up, but still there's work to be done. 17 runs needed. And we talked about that 2 runs beginning to be very important. That there was a bit of question earlier on when Gajanan Singh struck a ball that may have or may not have gone for 6, but in the end, after reviewing some evidence, we realized that it has gone for 6, and so that has made a big difference so far. Here is Desai. Sean into the offside, protection out in the deep. They'll get 1. They'll need a few more in this over. With a couple of balls remaining, they need at least 6. They need at least 6 in this ball, or in this next 2 ball. They need 16 from 8 balls. 16 from 8. Oh, good strike. Down the ground. Fielder comes in. Can't take the catch. Can't stop the ball. And it's gone away for 4. So 4 runs off the bat of Parveen Dull. And it brings the equation down to 12 to win from 7 balls. 12 to win from 7 ball. Ball in the region of Ali Imran. Ball was dying on him. And in the end, didn't hold on to the catch. And the ball went away for 4. Very important runs here for the Titans. And it comes down to 7 balls. Oh, looking for runs! Chance! And Kevin Christian doesn't pick up. And so the over ends with a dot ball. And so the final over, they'll need 12. The final over, they'll need 12. This is going to be a tough one here for the Titans. But they've got to try. They need 12 in the last over. It's 105 for 5. Yeah, that's a match summary so far. We saw earlier a good knock from Gadget and St. Kevin Christian, 35-35, as in the case of Christian. Was a debut so far. So we come down to 12 in the last over. As predicted, Najaf Shah is one of the best in the business still, played at the international level and has led the Cavaliers on several missions. Quite a few has been successful missions for this Cavaliers team. They have won tournaments under this man's leadership. But he's here to defend 12 runs. It's not going to be easy. Ryan Shun on strike. And they've got 6 balls to get 12 runs. Here we go. Najaf Shah runs into both of Shun. And Shun plays and misses. Goes through to Kevin Christian. And so pressure on the NYC Titans. Dot delivery to start. And we come down to 5 to get 12. 5 to get 12. Ryan Shun on strike. And we've seen a very good start from Najaf Shah. He runs in again to bowl to Ryan Shun. And Najaf Shah steams in now. Full toss! Passes the keeper. And whether or not he hasn't come off the bat, it doesn't matter, and it's gone away for 4 byes. So they need 8 in 4 balls. Yeah, full ball, and Kevin Christian may have, probably his first error of the day. And in fact, another one had gotten past him, but this one very crucial at this stage of the game. And so they need 8 from 4 balls. 8 from 4. Can Ryan Shun, Parvin Kumar cross him, get them across the line? Or can Najaf Shah, for all the experience that he has, bring them home? Here we go to Shun. And Shun playing and missing again. The throw comes to the bowler's end, and they scamper through for a bye. So we've seen in this over Ryan Shun not getting contact on to bat onto ball. And it comes down to Parveen Kumar. We saw in the previous over a lovely shot down the ground for 4. And can he get 7 runs from 3 balls? Still some time left in the over. And they need runs off this ball. They've got to get at least 2 off this ball. Better yet, if they get a boundary, it's going to be in the favor of the Titans to pull this one through. But we have seen Najaf Shah, very experienced. And the game comes into a situation when he has been given the last over. He runs in now to bowl to Parveen Kumar. Full toss, edges!
Watch.
And goes away. Not the intended shot. But it doesn't matter where it goes. It's gone across the ropes.
No, it came right up like that.
And sliced away for 4 off the bat of Parveen Kumar. Parveen Kumar, 9 of 4. He's played a good hand. Take a look at this one. Another full toss. I think this is the attempted Yorker. That's what happens. It goes wrong. And looking to go into the onside. The ball ends up on the offside. But more importantly, goes for 4. So 3 runs to win in 2 balls. Can Najaf Shah get a win here for the Cavaliers? Both teams have won their opening game yesterday. One will go down today. Who will it be? Cavaliers. We talked about how well they have done in past minor league matches. Oh, they're going to run anything. So now they look for 2 It's 2 off 2. And we've seen Ryan Shun missing 2 and they need 2 in the last ball. They need 2 in the last ball. They need 2 in the last ball. Ryan Shun has missed quite a few balls in this over. In fact, he's missed every single ball that he has played. A single run will push this match into super over. It's overtime. A dot ball here will seal it for Cavaliers. So let's go back from the start. A dot ball will seal this for Cavaliers. A single will push this match into a super over. A couple of runs will win it for the Titans. One of 3 things will happen in this ball. If it goes for a wide, we're going to a super over. The fact is, Ryan Shun has missed 3 balls in this over. Also, we have seen Kevin Christian miss a ball in this over. My bet, they'll scamper for a single. We're going super over. So here is Najaf Shah. Runs into ball to Ryan Shun. Ryan Shun into the onside. Fielder comes in. Takes the catch. And Cavaliers wins off the final ball. Ryan Shun into the hands of the fielder. And it's jubilation for the Somerset Cavaliers. They storm the field. And they win 2-2. Najaf Shah has done it again for the Cavaliers. Ryan Shun holding out in the deep. Take a look. It looked like a very good shot from Ryan Shun, but into the hands of the fielder. And in the end, it's the Cavaliers winning off the final ball. And it's all happening here in Albany. So Cavalier finally gets past the line, 2-2. And heartbreak for the NYC Titans. They go down fighting. So folks, there you have it. Match summary. Gajanan Singh, we talked about how good him and Christian batted at the top of the order. And then, of course, you look at the bowling side. Mario Laban, he picked up 3 wickets. Bhatti at 2 for 15 and 2 for 25 from Parveen Dull. So when you look at the Titans, well, Kwame Patan, he got up to 36. Had he carried on a little bit more, probably would have crossed them across the line. So folks, there you have it. Cavaliers winning their 2nd game in 2 days. And a very exciting end to this one. We had to wait until the last ball. And in the end, Najaf Shah has defended by a mere margin of just a couple of runs. They win. And it's Cavaliers winning this one. We'll take a break and be back for the next game. Is the Manhattan Yorkers. And they will take on the New England Eagles in the 2:30 game. So until then, good afternoon, and I'll see you soon.